Yes, disappointed because we always want to be a team that wins every game, especially when you play Seattle in this big derby Clásico, these big games that we have always against Seattle, and they never disappoint. Today was a battle like every single game that we play against Seattle. And I think, unfortunately, today things didn't go away, even though that we were the better team on the field, even though we created good moments and we played very well today, even though the guys had to manage so many minutes, about 5 games in 15 days, and we see guys breaking down because it's normal. To endure everything that we have gone through is not easy. Some other teams had the bye weekend in a possibility to at least get some rest between the injuries and all that. I'm just extremely proud of my group because they gave it all away until the end. And then I think sometimes you have days in which you don't get some things in your favor that you're supposed to get, or you're getting against when those things maybe shouldn't be given away. But you have to manage that because it's part of the game as well, and people can make mistakes, and you have to just do your job on the field. And unfortunately, the score doesn't show what we gave to the game, because my team today played very well and deserved for sure more than what we got.
Thanks, Gio. We'll go straight to questions and kick it off with Nick Krupke, KPTV.
Gio, what do you know about Steve Clark's?
Yeah, not ready yet. Not ready, Nick. Getting day by day healthier. Ivasic as well. And unfortunately, the third goalkeeper that goes down with Attinella. And now Hunter came into the game and he played very well. It was great to see him with the confidence that he came in and didn't disappoint. He was there to make sure that he supported us, and he did a fantastic job on his second match. But little by little, we hope that we can have now the goalkeepers healthy. Now we have to see the week how it goes and see who we're going to have for next week. But it's unfortunately that, how many times do you see 3 goalkeepers going down in the beginning, at the beginning of one season? So this is because of so many matches that we have to play, and now little by little, hopefully they get back.
Go to Paul Danzer, Portland Tribune.
Hey, Gio, can you talk about Jabo's game? He seemed to play well, getting in spaces, holding up the ball, but maybe some sharpness on a couple of finishes. Just talk about how you saw Jabo's game in his first start in a while.
He looked great. I mean, coming back from his injury, he played a few minutes, as we saw against Club America. And then we knew that today we couldn't pass, from 30 to 45 minutes. He gave us just a little bit more. And overall, his play was very good. He created chances. He had opportunities. He linked up very well in holding the ball. So that's great. For a coach to be able to have another important piece available is huge. And I'm glad to have Jebo now available for us going forward. And he played a very good game today.
Kyle Pinnell.
Gio, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Gio, you touched on the goalkeepers, but also Larius Mabiala went down in the first half. Just what do you know about him and his status?
Right now, not much. I will find out a little bit more. We tried to protect also Valeri to make sure that he didn't get injured as well. So we had to just make sure that we keep protecting our players. Diego was playing a great game as well. And unfortunately, all these matches, we have to be very smart in how we go about it. And about Mabiala, I will find out a little bit more after the press conference.
Will Conwell.
Gio, you've gotten to sort of the end of this intense run of games. The last few obviously have been tough results. What do you do looking forward at this upcoming week to sort of, reset the team? Do you need to reset the team as you look to the next games?
No, I don't think that I have to reset the team. I will just have to stay positive because it can get in your head a little bit, when you see some results not going your way. But we have to see the big picture in what we accomplished today and the way we play, how we battle with a Club America team, how we had to make rotations against FC Dallas and play very well in the second half. So we have to see the positives, that are many, and more than a reset. I think that what we need is getting everybody back in freshness, being able to get help, in all the areas that they need to in order to make sure that we have a good week of training and that we can get to next weekend as fresh as we can to be able to perform. Because today was a great performance. Today was a high intensity match. And we saw towards the end of the game, some of the guys just, it's been a lot of matches. And the guys that came in tried to give some energy, but it wasn't easy. Even though I still believe that there were things in the game that unfortunately didn't go our way, that are out of our control.
We'll go back to Paul.
Hey, Gio, just talk about the challenge of breaking down Seattle's new formation and defense, especially when you get in the final third. They seem to do a good job of reading the passes and stuff, but talk about that challenge of what that presents with their new formation.
Yeah, no, we knew that they were changing formation. We played them in preseason. I thought that both games that we play very well. We utilized the spaces very well that we needed to utilize around Joao Paulo, in front and behind of the wing backs and moving the center backs. So there's a lot, that we can talk about the things that we planned, we did, and we execute, and we created chances. We just have to put them away and not allow a free kick to be the decider of a match, more than, because at the end of the day, referees are going to make the call. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, and it can affect you or not sometimes, but you have to have the maturity to make sure that you get the job done. And we played very well today, and we did the things that I asked the players to do, and they did it very well.
Time for one more, and we'll go to Kyle Pinnell.
Gio, with Laris checking out early, what did you think of Bill Tuiloma, who came in, of course, had the free kick goal late in the game, but just his overall body of work today, coming in just a little earlier than anticipated?
Great question. I think this is one of the best performances since I've been here from Tuiloma. I think he played very well. He did a great job to manage so many things with Suparic in the back four, and and the help of the two defensive mid, and ultimately you need everybody to help. But Tuiloma had a phenomenal job today, great game, and he scored a beautiful goal at a moment in which unfortunately the decider was at the end a free kick for them, and he played very, very well.